Good morning students, my name is Kavita and in this video I am going to discuss about the next two layers of OSI model, that is network layer and the transport layer. The network layer is based on hop-to-hop delivery. The network layer is responsible for the delivery of individual packets from the source host to the destination host. The main two functions of network layer are logical address and the routing. Network layer mainly is responsible for source to destination delivery. Network layer implements routing of frames through the network. It defines the most optimum path the packet should take from the source to the destination. It defines logical addressing so that any endpoint can be identified. It handles congestion in the control network, so basically it performs congestion control. It facilitates interconnection between heterogeneous networks, that it facilitates internetworking. The network layer also defines how to fragment a packet into smaller packets to accommodate different media. The network layer is responsible for the source to destination delivery of a packet, possibly across multiple networks, whereas the data link layer oversees the delivery of the packet between two systems on the same network. The network layer ensures that each packet gets from its point of origin to its final destination. If two systems are connected to the same link, there is usually no need for a network layer. However, if the two systems are attached to different networks with connecting devices between the network, there is often a need for the network layer to accomplish source to destination delivery. Figure shows the relationship of the network layer to the data link layer and transport layer. Now I am going to tell about the two functions of the network layer, that is logical address and routing, in detail. The first function is the logical addressing. The physical addressing implemented by the data link layer handles the addressing problem locally. If a packet passes the network boundary, we need another addressing system to help distinguish the source and destination system. The network layer adds a header to the packet coming from the upper layer that, among other things, includes the logical address of the sender and the receiver. This is the way how logical addressing is performed at the network layer. The second main function of the network layer is the routing. Router basically are the switching device which transfer data from one system to the another system, or one network to the another network. When independent network or links are connected to create an internetwork or large network, the connecting devices called router or switches switch the packet to their final destination. One of the network layer function is to provide this mechanism. Now, the next layer is the transport layer. Above network layer, the fourth layer of the OSI model is the transport layer, very important layer. The purpose of this layer is to provide a reliable mechanism for the exchange of data between two processes in different computers. It ensures that the data units are delivered error-free, that it ensures that there are no errors. Second, it ensures that the data units are delivered in the sequence. No packet, no data in between is lost. It ensures that there is no loss or duplication of data units. It provides connectionless or connection-oriented services. It also provides for the connection management. Multiplex multiple connections over a single channel. The main functions of the transport layer is responsible for delivery of a message from one process to another. The very first function of the transport layer is the service point addressing. Now, what is service point addressing? The transport layer is responsible for process-to-process delivery of the entire message, whereas the network layer oversees host-to-destination delivery of individual packets. It does not recognize any relationship between those packets. It treats each packet one independently as though each piece belonged to a separate message, whether or not it does. The transport layer, on the other hand, ensures that the whole message arrives intact and in order, overseeing both error control and flow control at the process-to-process level. Now, the first function is the service point addressing, or it is also called as port addressing. Computer often run several processes at the same time. For this reason, process-to-process delivery means delivery not only from one computer to the next but also from a specific process on one computer to a specific process on the other computer. The transport layer header must therefore include a type of address called a port address. The net layer gets each packet to the correct computer. The transport layer gets the entire message to the correct process on that computer. The next function of transport layer is segmentation and reassembly. A message is divided into transmittable segments, each segment containing a sequence number. These numbers enable the transport layer to reassemble the message correctly upon arrival at the destination and to identify and replace packets that were lost in the transmission. The next third function of transport layer is the connection control. The transport layer can be either connectionless or connection oriented. A connectionless transport layer treats each segment as an independent packet and deliver it to the transport layer at the destination machine. A network-oriented transport layer makes a connection with the transport layer at the destination machine first before delivering the packet. After all the data are transferred, the connection is terminated. The next function is the flow control. Like the data link layer, transport layer also performs the flow control. However, flow control at this layer is performed end-to-end rather than across a single link. The next function is the error control. Like data link layer, the transport layer is responsible for error control. However, error control at this layer is performed end-to-end rather than across a single link. The sending transport layer makes sure that the entire message arrives at the receiving transport layer without any error. So these are the functions of the transport layer. This is the diagram of the segmentation and assembly, how it is done. This is how reliable process-to-process delivery of a message. Thank you.